U.S. Senate race. Oh my gosh. In May, Grant Plattner was beating Susan Collins by, that's a lot of points. And the new hotness, Elmer Fudd, wet napkin. Oh man, he's getting his butt kicked by 8 points in July. All right, why is that significant? I'll tell you. I hear you out there, Scruffy. It's significant because no conservatives do anything in July around politics and polls and doing all that because they're doing this thing called jobs, families, vacations, and winding up for the school year. Yeah. It always turns back on in September. And in September is when you get the true readings. It's when you get the real things that come out. It's when the views return. It's when the people tune back in because they're back in their work. I mean, I'll be candid with you. A lot of people are at work and day to day, and they're like, I'm just going to sneak over here and see what Braden's saying. And I'm here for it. But it is pretty interesting. It is pretty interesting when you look at the July poll at 49 to 41%.
9-15.
Man, it was really going to happen this year. It's like that cartoon, the Scooby-Doo, where like we were going to get away with it, not for you pesky kids. Yeah, man. I know. Hey, look, guys, the copy paster showed up. Let's see what he has to offer today. Oh, Braden Langley, please bring back my animation. Oh man, well, I'll tell you what, your animation is in the shop. But you know what? I do appreciate you getting in here, copy paste, because it gives my Scruffians an opportunity to unleash holy hellfire upon you. So if you're one of those loyal Scruffians or you're new here, here's what we do. Every time a copy paster gets in here, one of the loyal lefties, we just bombard with emojis. Lots of love, lots of truth, lots of facts. And then that jacks up the chat and makes all the notifications and emojis and all the energy happen on the system where it gets more people in here. So you guys get in there, do your damnedest to defend the honor and sanctity of the chat. Chase away that pesky lefty copy paster, and we will get right back to this. It's meant to dissuade us from our mission, but it never works. It only builds the stream. So as you guys are doing that, I'm doing this. Let's get back into it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Susan Collins is kicking the crap out of little Elmer Fudd over here. Back to crazy. All right, this one. Y'all, great attendance. We're 1,100 people right now at 5 minutes in. Thank you so much for being here. You made great timing because this one, we're gonna couch this one somewhere between. You guys can tell me in the comments. Somewhere between way a lot racist and Winebox liberal mom. We're gonna somewhere in there. We're gonna figure this out. I want to preface this with something. Anytime I put a disclaimer on something for the YouTube algorithm, you know it's going to be a good clip. After all, this is the advertiser portion, so I got to make it good. So, YouTube, buddy, boo-boo, friend, I reject this line of thinking. This is awful line of thinking. I am merely using this as a comment piece on the existing culture of the far left and how they think about people, which I fully think is very, very bad. It's no joke. It's not a joking matter. However, I have to say it for posterity's sake and correct this injustice upon the system. Okay, now that I've said it, people, let's have a lot of fun. Buckle up. This is 50 seconds of Net Checks Out. Watch this. Oh, it's so just...
Black people can't swim. Have you ever heard someone say that? Or wondered where that idea came from? Is it even true? No, it's not. So where did it come from? History. For generations, Black Americans were denied access to many public pools, swimming lessons, and opportunities to learn.
All right, I see that it went off, and I'm going to fix that for you because that is not acceptable. We are going to reset that because, oh, not today, X. Oh, we're going to fix that. No. This is too crazy. I'm not missing this. I want to see the reactions. You've heard some of the audio, but I want to see the reactions. Hold on. Where are we at? Where are we at, X? Come on. All right, hold on a second. My system's almost updating. My OBS is having a little bit of an issue. Ah, there we go. We caught up. All right, now, let's get back. Where were we? Oh, yes. The crazy. Okay, good. We're back. We're back, people. Now, YouTube, same critique applies. Same rules. Y'all, here we go. The copy paste are still there, guys. You gonna let it like hang in here? I mean, come on, you guys got this. Okay. Anyway, back to the cringe.
You've heard someone say that? Or wondered where that idea came from?
Where?
Is it even true? No, it's not. So where did it come from? History.
Oh.
For generations, Black Americans were denied access to many public pools, swimming lessons, and opportunities to learn. water safety. This was never about biology. It was about access. And when we ignore that history, we don't just get the past wrong. We make it easier to explain away families' grief instead of meeting it with empathy. Because when we know the truth, it's a little harder to dismiss someone's past.
Oh my God. I told you it was going to be a doozy. Now do you understand the 18 different levels of layers of insulation I put on that one? Okay. YouTube, still here. Let's explain why this is wrong and abysmally bad. So you guys tell me, where does this rank? Does this rank more on the wine box mom liberal thing, or does this rank more on the crazy racist leftist? Let's begin. Okay. Anytime. First, let's go with the standard availability of just overall high level presentation skills. Y'all, the immediate tell on crap like this is this moment right here. I'm gonna move all my stuff out of the way so I can really get intimate with everybody. Do you know the main reason of why this entire demographic of people can't swim? Well, of course, it's not true that they can't swim because of history. Okay, if you are delivering something monotone like that across the board and you don't shift anything, it's got this air of like, I mean something because you're just too stupid to understand what I'm saying, because clearly I am the most empathetic person in the world, and you really need to check yourself before you wreck yourself, because it's because of water safety denial. Okay. Who had this on their brain where they went, you know what I'm going to talk about today on my phone when I pop it open it? I'm going to go this. Why are they like this? And before any of my loyal lefties and my collection of lefties or my coven of lefties, whatever you want to say it in the comments. Well, there's no proof that's a lefty. Oh, yeah? You're using the buzzwords, you're using the empathy, you're using the PSA style approach, you got the demographic in general, and you got the topic. I promise this is a lefty. Okay, again, once you know these people, you know these people. But I want to go down to something else, the accidental, inadvertent racism all the time. It is the wildest thing on the planet. So, we can open with that. Okay, that speaks for itself. Now let's go jump over somewhere else. How about we jump into the whole immigration thing? The knee-jerk reaction from the lefties and the Democrats on camera, seated officials is literally, but who is going to pick our food and clean our toilets? Have we thought about that? No, the normal people didn't. Little bit schmacist. But they could never be schmacist because they have empathy. They are the virtue signals. They're the ones who endow everything morality in the world. This is why they're vote repellent. Right here. This is why they're vote repellent. I saw this today when I woke up and I looked at it and I went, that's enough internet for the day. That was the first thing. That was the first thing I saw today. And I was like, you know what, my scruffians are going to need this later. So I put that in the old bookmark folder and went about my morning and said, nope. It's so bad. My scruffettes out there, y'all know this type of woman. You have this type of woman in your either ex-friend group or your distant friend group, or you're aware of someone at the church socials, or you know who this is. Everyone knows. The dudes do too, but the scruffettes have a specific type of response. There's a whole lot of bless your heart conversations around this individual. Tell me I'm wrong. Jump over there in the comments in the chat. Scruffettes, I need you on this. But let's get out of that pesky, inadvertent, accidental racism, because it's just so uncomfy. But empathy. Okay, people. See, isn't that fun? I told you it's going to be fun. Let's have some more fun. I think I got a couple super chats come in real quick. I did? Wait, where'd it go? Did I? No, I didn't. Okay, so you just gave me a random thing. Okay, now, if they come in, I will absolutely address them on the next episode. No big deal. We have got a tough lot saving the country. Man, we're going to have a momentum. We're just going to keep it we're going to keep it rolling on this episode. Guys, do you remember, and I need you in the comments on this, because we're going to have a little bit of a relationship here. We're going to have this entire live stream could literally be called everything we've been talking about for 12 months. I'm not saying it's anything me, I'm not fancy schmancy, but everything that we've been talking about for 12 months is in this episode. And one of the things that we've been talking about forever is this big mythical blue wave that was going to come down from Thor himself, and Thor was going to surf it while he wiped out all the Republicans. Yeah. They were going to take the Senate by 800 points and 800 seats, and then they're going to take the House by 9 million seats, obviously. I mean, you got to account for inflation. But now, after they told you that ad nauseum, and you and I were sitting here saying, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me hear you in the comments if you remember us talking about the fact that this is insane. There's no indication this is going to happen. There's no way, and that it was all propaganda meant to dissuade you from voting and discourage you from actually being involved in saving your country. Let me hear you over there, the chat. That's what it's there for. Okay. This is Chuck Todd and Chris Cillizza. They're going to talk about the Senate. And you tell me, y'all, you guys tell me out there, if anything rings any bells with what you and I have been talking about for 6 months, ever since we got to meet Porta Potty up in Maine, and then we got to meet all the James Tallaricos, and I can't eat barbecue, and I date women, so I'm straight, it's cool. You know, that whole fiasco. We've been talking about it. You tell me if it sounds at all familiar. Let me hear you. Let me hear you, baby.
I look at the Senate map for Democrats, and it's so daunting. I mean, you know, if Republicans just come home a little bit, they can't win Texas. If Republicans come home in a moderate way, they can't win Iowa. And if Republicans come home completely, they can't win Ohio either, right? Like, they are really, when your strategy is counting on other people not voting, and ultimately Texas is counting on people not voting. I mean, Chuck, look at the races they have to win.
Okay. Hold on, Chris. We're going to do a whole segment. We're going to break this down step by step with you. Now it's daunting. The reason I'm doing this clip, well, there's a lot of reasons I'm doing this clip. The first part, this first segment, I'm just going to stop as I go. Now it's daunting. Before it was, oh my goodness gracious, you guys Republicans, you don't even have a chance. MAGA, conservatives, anybody who believes in the country, the Constitution, reverting back to, not the corrupt establishment BS state that we've been in. Yeah, you have no prayer. You have no prayer. So in fact, you won so hard in 2024 because it's been a year and a half since you won so hard in 2024. It's obvious that no one in the Republican side of anything is going to vote ever again. So you might as well just sit it out. You might just sit it down. I was sitting here screaming from the rooftops while